This is Daily Dose of Salt. So I'm in my office, and hello, Faith. I learned this trick yesterday to make your camera focus. Put it on your finger and then slowly bring it back. That didn't work. Hey, well, anyway, Daily Dose of Salt. Here's what I want to talk about this morning before I go live. I don't think it's actually live. Stu Massengale's interviewing me, but I don't think it's live. So whenever it does come out, we'll be sure and let you know. In the meantime, maybe Susie can figure out my camera because it's fuzzy. So the message this morning, I'm just going to dovetail off a blog I wrote this morning, which I think will go out Friday, and it kind of dovetails on a book study group that I'm going to lead in January called the Mach 2 Transformational Book Club. But what I want to talk about this morning is managing our mood. And so, some of you have seen that I call myself an ontological coach. And what does that mean? It just means that I coach people on their state of beings. Yes, I coach on strategy, but the biggest lever, the biggest pivot point is coaching people on their state of being. Who are they being? A great example is, are they being confident? Are they being fearless? Are they being courageous, or are they being cowardly? Are they doubting themselves? Are they playing scared, right? So if you coach people into those different states, then, whatever strategy they're using, it doesn't really matter the strategy, right? What you bring to it is a weak state, right? So you can have the most brilliant strategy in the world, but if you bring doubt and cowardly lion to it, then you're not going to get much done, right? And conversely, you can have maybe not such a great strategy, but if you bring bravado to it, you probably get a lot more done. So, that's coaching ontologically, which is just a fancy word for people's moods, right? So the subject of the day for you and I to think about today is managing our moods. And the way most people go through life is they are a victim to their mood, right? So the way we see moods is that they visit us, and we're in a bad mood or we're in a good mood. And so if that's your relationship with your mood, then the world really dictates how you roll, what you get done, how powerful you are, how productive you are. But if you want to determine how powerful and productive you are, then you got to manage your moods. You have to manage them. Like they're there for your use. You're not a victim of them. And how do you do that? How do you manage your moods? Very simply by managing your story, right? So I can manage your mood right now by asking you questions that lead you into a story. So just imagine the last time you had a really embarrassing failure. So something that you did poorly. Maybe you were out of integrity, maybe you gossiped, maybe you just failed, maybe you did a poor job, maybe you lied, right? So remember that, think about that, and then notice what it does to your mood, right? Notice your body chemistry. Notice how strong you are, notice your posture, notice how you feel. So, I could ask you about that. If I had time to do a 20-minute live this morning, I could ask you about all the details of that failure. And every question that I asked you, when you imagined the answer of it, you would sink smaller, you would shrink weaker, right? And then I could ask you conversely, tell me about a time when you really knocked it out of the park, when you did something absolutely amazing. Maybe you did something for your spouse, maybe you did something in business, maybe you did something for your family or your community, and it was an awesome job. And I could ask you a lot of questions about that. And as you answered them, your mood would shift, right? So all I'm doing as the coach is asking you the questions. You're answering them with your real life experiences. So how do you manage your mood? Ask your own questions. Like, keep yourself in a conversation about when you win and how you win. And don't allow yourself to go into conversations about how you lose and when you lose and how it feels. Manage your moods. When you manage your moods, you're managing your motivation, because it's that energy that leads us to want to engage in the next piece of our adventure, whatever it is. So you got a speaking opportunity, or you have a recruiting opportunity, or a sales opportunity, or a workout opportunity, or whatever it is you're engaged in, that's going to have you move along your journey powerfully. Without motivation, without that energy that leads you to engage, you're dead, right? You're just going to curl up on the couch in a funk. So manage your story, manage your mood. And if you want to study this for a whole month, join the Mach 2 Transformational Book Club. Somebody will drop a link. And I got to go fix my camera. See you tomorrow.